Alright, guys, welcome to another episode. This is my video game awards review. So, I'm supposed to do the military gaming podcast episode 11 today, but had some people on the panel had some technical difficulties with videos for our Your Treasure, My Trash segment. So, we're going to push that to next week, next Tuesday to be exact. So let's go ahead and get started. So the game of the year, and just so you know, we're gonna talk about this again during the podcast, but I want to go and give you my thoughts. So game of the year was Overwatch. Um, I wasn't surprised that Overwatch won. I mean, it's not. I don't honestly don't even remember a multiplayer only game winning game of the year. So I don't really like Overwatch, but I can understand why it won Overwatch. I'm pretty sure it's gonna win on our military gaming podcast awards for game of the year. But it was no really upset. I'm still surprised that Doom and Titanfall 2 are on here. I enjoy Titanfall 2 and Doom. I haven't played yet. I do have the game. I haven't played that yet. But Overwatch, it was not. It's not a big surprise. It was a big surprise to others, but not to me. Best studio slash game direction. Um, Again, I wasn't really surprised. My pick would have been Naughty Dog, just because I like Uncharted. But I mean, Blizzard. I'm not really surprised that Blizzard won for Overwatch. Best narrative went to Uncharted 4. My pick was actually Mafia 3 because I've enjoyed the story a lot more than, not a lot more, but a little bit more than Uncharted 4. As a complete game, Uncharted 4 was better. It was more complete on day one. I had a few hiccups for the first week in Mafia 3 on PC. So that's why, I mean, it still didn't take away from the narrative. The story was to me the best story for this year. But Uncharted 4 won. I think it really won because supposed to be the last game for Nathan Drake. But let's see. Best art direction. So Inside won. I haven't played Inside yet. I've played Limbo, which is gonna probably get me to play Inside. And we're gonna see how Inside is. Uh, I mean, art direction. I mean, Uncharted 4 looked pretty good. Overwatch, I don't even know why that's on there for art direction. Um, I've seen some gameplay of Abzu, so I can see why that's on there. And even Firewatch, I'm not sure. I mean, if Firewatch is on there, I mean, shouldn't No Man's Sky be on here? I mean, I don't understand, but Inside won it, and it's no really big surprise there. Um, Best music slash sound design. So Doom. From what I've heard, the Doom is pretty crazy. So I don't really see a surprise with that. I'm surprised that Res. I am a little bit surprised Res Infinite didn't win that one, but Doom, I can go with that. Battlefield One, it has some good music also. Uh, Best performance. So this one, I just knew that Nolan North was going to win as Nathan Drake because, like I said, it's the last Nathan Drake we're going to get. So it it was kind of default that we already knew who was going to win this. It would have been surprised if anybody would have won except for Nolan North. So Nolan North has Nathan Drake. It's supposed to be the last one, so we understood. I understood that we already knew who was going to win that. Now, Games for Impact Award. I honestly never heard of any of these games, but I'm very intrigued and honestly want to play some of these games. I'm not really into the indie scene, but I really want to try. I do watch like people like Jack Move, Johnny, um, what's his name, Nicodemus. Um, I watch those guys. They play a lot of indie games, and if it wasn't for them, I honestly wouldn't have any interest in indie games. But watching them, seeing some of the games that I grew up with the, those type of games, makes me want to actually go back and start playing some of these indie games. But that Dragon Cancer, that looks like a that's probably the first game I'm going to try out. Um, for me, when they were showing it, it kind of like it kind of gave me some feelings that I haven't really felt since The Last of Us. As far as video games, because I mean I have some kids, and for him to like lay it out on the line, create a video game about his kid, I mean that I can only imagine how somebody would feel. Um, I did before this started. Actually, before I was able to watch Video Game Awards, I did see some people making fun of him, and that really like angered me. But I'm not gonna speak out on it and even name those folks because I don't think they deserve to be noticed. I just think that anybody that puts their heart out just because they were crying on stage or anything, they put their pretty much put their feelings out for everybody to know and gave his honest opinion on what and gave his whys of why he did this game, and I think everybody should respect that. So that Dragon Cancer. The best independent game. Honestly, the only one that I knew about was Firewatch and Inside. So Inside, I kind of figured that was gonna win. So I will be, like I said, I am gonna play that. Look looks good. Limbo, like I said, I beat that and I liked it. So best mobile. I mean, say what you want to say about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was a great phenomenon, but I mean, I tried it for like like what is it, 2 weeks when I went to the states. Um, I mean, even my dad was playing this. Like, it was funny. He seeing him running around in the parking lot trying to get Pokemon, going to the beach. I was in Chicago, just going there, trying to get like Pokemon. I mean, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty fun for the little bit of time I did try to play it. It has I don't play anymore, but I can understand why this won, and I think it does deserve it because no one ever thought that would happen. Best VR game. So I had a PlayStation VR, but I have sold it. I sold it for the exact amount that I paid for it. I probably could have sold it for a lot more, but so the games I've tried was Batman Arkham VR, which I thought to me was the best VR experience that I've played. Not particularly the best VR game, like as far as action, but Batman Arkham VR, it was pretty like if they can make more games like that, it was pretty good. Job Simulator is another game I've tried. I still have that game. Cause I do plan on getting a VR again, but I'm gonna get it when I get the PlayStation Pro and take advantage of the PlayStation VR. Job Simulator is pretty good. Eve Valkyrie, I've I purchased the game, but I never got to play it. Um, Res Infinite, another game that I I was going to purchase, but I didn't purchase. Thumper had no interest in, but Res Infinite, I think I don't know if I would try that because I think I might get a little bit nauseous, but we'll see in the future. Next year, when I do plan on getting the PlayStation VR Pro. Best action game. I'm actually really surprised that Titanfall 2 didn't win this. Um, I really enjoy right now. That's actually my number one first person shooter. It's Titanfall 2. I haven't been on it in a couple weeks because I've been focusing on single player games like Watch Dogs 2 and also right now Last Guardian. But Titanfall 2 is my go to um, multiplayer game if I want to go out there. I sold my Battlefield 1 because I, I, I really like focusing only on one first person shooter game, and Titanfall 2 is that for me. Gears of War 4, I want to try that. Eventually, I'm going to get that game. I just don't really like buying because I'm a PC and PlayStation owner. I don't really like playing like I don't like paying for games from the Windows Store. That's why I haven't bought Gears of War 4. Um, I mean, Windows Live like threw me off as far as PC, and I just don't want. It kind of feels like they're forcing you to get back to Windows Live, but they just changed the name to Windows 10. So um, eventually, I will get that. Doom, I do have the game, like I said, and I will be playing that. Overwatch, I'm not really a big fan of it. I still own the game on PC, but uh, I'm just not a Blizzard fan. Anybody on the panel, they know that whenever we, whenever there's like any Blizzard talk, where it is Diablo, where it is WoW, or I don't even know who makes WoW, whatever Blizzard game there is, I just don't care nothing about. Best action adventure game. Um, I mean, to me, I would have put. Uh, I selected Uncharted 4, but I can understand why Dishonored 2. I enjoyed Dishonored 1, and I have the collector's edition for Dishonored 2, which I have not unboxed yet. So I will be doing an unboxing for Dishonored 2 for PC. It is the physical copy for PCs, so I might just, I'm not sure. I might even do a giveaway. I don't know too many PC gamers who have physical anymore, and I don't really like physical for PC gaming. But we're gonna see. Dishonored 2, I will put out a review for that. Ratchet and Clank, I enjoyed. But as best action adventure, Ratchet and Clank had no chance. Never played Hyper Light Drifter and Hitman. I was waiting for everything to be complete before I get Hitman, which I might get Hitman now because I just didn't want to play each episode separately. I just want to play them all at the same time. But winner, Dishonored 2. So best role playing game. So they have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt 1 and Wild, which I'm looking forward to playing. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, another game that I'm looking forward to playing. I'm not a Dark Souls 3 fan, definitely not a World of Warcraft fan. And Xenoblade Chronicles. I honestly only heard bad stuff. Maybe because I watched Blackburn and he was talking a lot of bad things about Xenoblade Chronicles. Maybe I should like follow and watch some other like Nintendo fans talk about this game. But and Nintendo, I'm not really worried about no more until the Switch. I do plan on getting the Switch when that comes out. Best fighting game. Not really into fighters anymore. I was always a Tekken and a Mortal Kombat fan. So here I didn't really care about. I'm surprised Street Fighter Five won, especially how the launch was, and I already figured. I'm not sure if Mortal Kombat X was part of this year, but I'm so happy that it didn't get nominated because it was broken. I got it for PC, which was dumb for me for getting on PC instead of console. But Street Fighter Five, 2016 winner. Best family game. I would have selected Ratchet and Clank because I enjoy it. There's not too many platformer games out there no more, and that's. I just wish there were more platformer games out there. Pokemon Go. I understand why it won because of how big it was when it first came out. So it's not much I can say about that. Best strategy game. I don't really care. Civilization 6. I don't play strategy games, but that's your winner. Best sports. So Forza Horizon 3. I only have like 2 hours in Forza. So I can't really give an accurate review. My first impressions of the game, I do enjoy. I think the level of detail on the cars is very, very good. Um, it still doesn't compare to Drive Club as far as the environment and the water effects, weather effects in the game. But the cars look beautiful for Forza Horizon 3. Definitely the best racing franchise right now. I mean, you got Pro Evolution Soccer, which I was surprised that was on there. I didn't know it was. I honestly did not know PS was still that big. When I was in Italy, a lot of people like Italians played PS, but I didn't think it was still that big. I always knew about FIFA. FIFA is I tried playing that like 2 years ago, FIFA 15, and I enjoyed it. But I was trying to play that online with guys who were like pros. I mean, not 2 years ago; it was 4 years ago. So I think that was FIFA 13 or 14. I'm not sure, but trying to play with these guys who've been playing for years, it was pretty bad. But I did enjoy it, playing it, trying to learn it. But you're wondering Forza Horizon 3, it's no surprise there. Best multiplayer, uh, I already knew Overwatch is going to win. I would have liked Titanfall 2 to win, but I mean, it's no surprise Overwatch won. So nothing to say about that. Best esports. I don't even know who none of these guys is, but Cold Zero or Counter Strike. Have no idea who that is. Best esports game. I mean, we already knew Overwatch. It's gonna win that. So Overwatch. Most anticipated game. So my most anticipated game used to be Horizon Zero Dawn, but now the Red Redemption 2 got announced. That is definitely my most anticipated game. Mass Effect, I have not played. I've tried playing Mass Effect 1 and haven't even touched Mass Effect 2 or 3. And the reason is because I have it on PC, and when I play my PC game, I like playing with controller. And unfortunately, for some reason, EA does not allow you to play with controller, or Bioware. Let me say that they don't allow you to play with controller unless you like download something to use your controller, make it compatible with Mass Effect, which still will show you your mouse and keyboard. it's just ridiculous why they will not allow you to use controller, because it's mostly RPG, but I do not like mouse and keyboard on PC. I mean, you can say all you want to call me a peasant, PC gamer, whatever. I don't like using mouse and keyboard. I would rather use my controller. Right now, for all my games, I use a PlayStation 4 controller. I don't even use the Xbox controller. I used to use the Xbox 360, which is what I prefer to use, but both my 360 controllers are broke, and I would rather play the PlayStation 4 controller than the Xbox One controller. But that's my most anticipated Legend of Zelda 1, which I'm not really surprised. Um, when I get the Nintendo Switch, I will try Zelda for the first time since the NES. Yes, you heard that right. This is be the first Zelda I will have tried to play since the NES. Not this, not the not the Super NES, the original NES. So I'm looking forward to that. See what all the hype is about Zelda, and I did get corrected, because I actually thought that he was actually Zelda, but apparently it's the princess. So some guys got a little butthurt. Oh my god, Zelda is the princess. It's not the guy who's dressed like a female. Whatever. I'm gonna try it. I'm always good. I'll always try a game before I patch it. But so my review on Video Game Awards, um, because there were a few surprises and a few not so much surprise. It was a lot better than last year's. For some reason, they didn't show like the award for like best YouTube personnel, which went to Boogie. Um, which I do follow Boogie. I don't follow too many big YouTubers because I think a lot of them are fake and not entertaining to me. But Boogie is actually pretty entertaining to me. So I'm glad he did win that. But as far as my review, I would say I would give it a 8 out of 10 this year. Um, lot of game. It was a lot of gameplay for games that were out there, but I'm still happy for the most part with the results. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, next Tuesday, Military Gaming Podcast episode 11 will air. Just hope we get this gameplay for your treasure, my trash. Alright, so until next time, see you guys. Peace.